For Bitcoin price, I have a crystal ball. I've called the Bitcoin top twice.
Okay.
Like basically on the day. And no one else does. Like they all get it wrong. They think, oh, we're going to the moon.
You saying you've seen when it hit 60?
I have the evidence.
Okay.
Richard Hart, a prominent cryptocurrency investor and entrepreneur, recently discussed his predictions about Bitcoin's future price movements and its place in the cryptocurrency market. In an interview on YouTube, Hart claimed to have accurately predicted Bitcoin's price movements in the past, and stated that he believes the cryptocurrency will fall to $11,000 in the next 24 months. He also criticized Bitcoin, citing its slow transaction speed, lack of a roadmap, and negative impact on the environment. In contrast, he praised Ethereum, which he claimed had outperformed Bitcoin threefold and had superior technology. Hart also spoke about the tribalism within the cryptocurrency community, stating that it was more pronounced due to the high stakes involved in investing. He suggested that tribalism could be useful in preventing people from investing in scams, but emphasized the importance of considering both the pros and cons of investing in different cryptocurrencies. Overall, Hart's interview provided insights into the current state of the cryptocurrency market and the factors that could impact Bitcoin's future price movements.
For Bitcoin price, I have a crystal ball. I've called the Bitcoin top twice.
Okay.
Like basically on the day. And no one else does. Like they all get it wrong. They think, oh, we're going to the moon.
You saying you've seen when it hit 60?
I have the evidence.
Okay.
I don't delete my calls. I said this is the top.
So make a prediction now. Where's Bitcoin going in the next 24 months?
Down to 11K.
Down to 11. That's the bottom.
No. And then basically,
where's the top, you think, in the next 24 months?
Well, it's on its S curve. It's the top of its S curve, but no one realizes it. So the world's richest guy bought. El Salvador made it legal tender. Everyone and their mother bought. And after they all bought, the price barely moved up. It went from a 20K all-time high 5 years ago to a 69K now.
Yep.
It did a 3.5x its all-time high in 5 years. Meanwhile, Hex did 10,000x, and Ethereum did, so like from the COVID dip, Ethereum went from 88 to 5,000, and Bitcoin went from 3,800 to 69,000. So Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin 3x, and is likely to continue to do so. It's a superior technology.
So are you, based on sort of your tone, are you not a fan of Bitcoin? Are you not?
I think Bitcoin's garbage.
Garbage.
It's better than the S&P 500. Yeah, it destroys the environment. The more valuable it is, the more the environment it destroys. Pulse Chain solves this. It is slow. It's expensive. It has no roadmap. It has no anonymity. It has no stable coins on it. It has no tokens on it. It has no time deposit on it. The fans are rabid scumbags. Like they're like, if you like anything other than Bitcoin, you're a demon.
Well, there's Bitcoin maximalists, right?
Yeah, they're scumbags.
So explain. This is not my world. I mean, I'm in the money game regular, but not crypto. Crypto seems to be very tribal, right? There's the people that follow you and that follow Hex are like Hex. Whether you're a Bitcoin person, there's people that believe in Ethereum and all the capabilities that can happen with that. There were Dogecoin, the SafeMoon, all this stuff that's out there. Why is crypto so tribal, and what differentiates Hex that's better than you're basically saying Bitcoin ain't shit, Ethereum's nothing, and all these other
no, Ethereum's pretty badass. That's why I'm copying it.
Gotcha. All right, so explain the tribal of crypto and the pros and cons of what you're seeing out there.
You have light tribalism in stuff like Apple versus Android, Ford versus Chevy. You've got light tribalism there. You've got more advanced tribalism in sports team versus sports team. People get the tattoos, they wear the stuff.
Right.
But the
Yankees, Red Sox, the whole thing.
Exactly.
Celtics, Lakers.
The issue is that in those particular collectivisms, they're not your life savings. Right. And when someone else defects from your team and hurts the price, now your life savings are injured.
Gotcha. Now there's money on the line. There's skin in the game. It's not just, hey, I'm rooting for my team.
Right.
So the tribalism is even that more enhanced, is what you're saying.
People, and even if you didn't put your life savings in, these things appreciate in value so much that it becomes your life savings unless you're constantly selling.
Got it.
Because you would have to constantly sell to try and maintain that as a small portion because it outperforms everything else. Like there's no question. Unless you bought the top. And then if you're following me, you probably didn't.
I think that's very important that you point out. If you bought the top, if you bought Bitcoin at 69 and now it's at 22, you're like, Richard, what are you talking about? Because
should have followed me on Twitter, twitter.com/RichardHartwin. Could have saved you from that. So it's like, now that tribalism, you have to ask yourself, is it useful or is it non-useful? And the answer is both. It stops people from buying scams That's good. So if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you're not going to buy scams because Bitcoin's not a scam. It's at the top of its S curve. It dumps as hard as everything else, and it doesn't pump as hard. Its pumps get lower and lower every single cycle. It's too heavy now. It's slow. It's old. There's no improvements to it, etc. But it still works, and it's still better than getting scammed, unlike Celsius, which is bankrupt, or Luna, which went to zero, or all these other things I've warned people about that they don't listen. I begged people to remove their coins from Celsius.
Really?
Cryptocurrency was invented to remove middlemen.
Of course.
You give your coins to someone else, and you beg and hope that they give you more back. No, that's the opposite of why crypto was invented. And I specifically invented a product to let you earn interest and generate yield, holding your own keys. No one can screw you out of them. Like your keys are your keys. No one can ever stop you from minting your own rewards. It's perfect. It's flawless. It's amazing. It directly solves all these people trying to earn 7 or 8% yield and then losing everything because the guy that said he was going to pay the yield, he runs off with the cash. Which, by the way, you know who else did that? The original Ponzi. The dude named Ponzi.
Yeah,
I think it might have been
ago.
Alfred Ponzi.
Yeah.
I don't remember his first name.
Billy Ponzi.
That dude, he said, hey, give me all your money. I'm going to show you some returns. We've got this fancy stamp arbitrage, using the mail system. And the funny thing is he actually did on a very small scale. It just couldn't work at a big scale. And then now you get, Celsius, like, oh, there's no risk. Just give us all your money. We're going to go do, fancy stuff. And then, no, they were taking huge risk. And yes, they did lose money. And yes, they are bankrupt. So the difference between, I tell you, Hex is extremely volatile. It dips all the time. It's a feature, not a bug, right? That's where the people that bought tops and sold bottoms give their money to people that bought bottoms and sold tops. That's how all of investing works. I tell you that this is extremely volatile. I tell you that crypto drops 85, 95% really often. Nobody else does that, which is so stupid to me.
90%.
Yeah. I've been my introduction to Bitcoin from 30 to 2 was a 95% dump.
Right.
And then it went from
So just
12.
be prepared to get wrecked if you
But
sell it.
That's the advantage. Volatility is the price you pay for the world's best performing asset. Period.
And what's that? Just crypto in
Crypto
general?
in general and Hex. I mean,
But you can't say that crypto in general because there's different. That's like saying
oh no,
stocks.
everything. Oh, bro, no. I can.
Okay.
Absolutely, every crypto dumps 85 to 95% except stable coins, and they have tail end risk where they can just go to zero by government decree or by like Luna having an algo stable coin that just the algo fails.
What percentage of there's how many coins out there? 10,000 coins,
Sure.
give or take.
Yeah, sure.
What percentage will be here in 10 years?
Well, hopefully quite few, but in reality, the number will just keep going up. So,
Of the 10,000, you don't think they're all gonna
95%
95% of them are gonna fail?
They will exist, but their prices will be far lower than where they started.
Can we pull up that crypto chart? I appreciate you being candid about this.
Oh, for sure. Man. I'm here to save people.
I appreciate that. No, not that. We'll get to Hex in a sec.
Sure.
Top 10 cryptos in the world. Let's just go over the top 10.
You'll notice Hex isn't there because they literally gatekeep us on purpose. These guys are scumbags.
This is
other Hexagons have sued this company because it's garbage what they do.
Why?
We'll put,
No matter what happens to the Hex price, we're always on the top of page 3, even though we belong on the top.
What
of page
number
1.
are you on this list? This is crypto market cap. What is this?
Coin market cap.
Okay.
Is a scumbag website that lies about the market.
What
caps.
website should we pull? I just want to go over the top 10 cryptos and get your
Sure.
opinion on
Okay.
them.
Sure. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah. Good. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, if we're on a different website. We'll go to a different website.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, so stay on that side. It's all good.
I mean,
but the
you can just go on this site. It's like whatever.
I just want to get your opinion
Sure.
on each of these
Yeah.
cryptos.
Okay.
Give us so Bitcoin number 1. You're not a fan.
Well, it works. It just has limp dick gains and the same dumps. So Bitcoin dumped 75% from 69 down to 17.4. Ethereum dumped from 5K down to
Number 2 Ethereum.
888.
You're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hex dumped from 55.6 cents down to 3 cents.
If you could write this article right here, because we're going to go
Sure.
through the top 10. If you could write this legitimately, where would Hex should it be? Because you're saying they're kind of shadow banning you from the top of the list.
No, we'll go to the third page and we'll look at what they say the market cap actually is, and then
Gotcha.
you can rank it yourself. So go to page 3. Well, by the way, so Bitcoin dumped 75,
Yeah.
Ethereum dumped 85, Hex dumped 95. And when they bounce, which one do you think is going to bounce the hardest?
It's like the rubber band effect. You're saying whoever goes down the most is going to come back.
The thing that has the least, when you only have 100,000 stakers, it's so much easier to drive up the price because there's so much less for sale. It's a smaller market cap. When things get heavier, they require more economic energy to move them. So
Is this just the principles of supply and demand, just
Yes.
basically broken down into crypto?
Elon Musk, Tesla bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. No one noticed because it barely moved the price. So if you want something that chucking $1 billion, it barely moves it, that's Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But if you put $1 billion into Hex, what do you think happens to the price? It would be up like another 10,000x or more.
Got
like
it. Did you find Hex on this list?
Yeah. So
number?
they say
Hex is number 201.
CoinMarketCap themselves on their own website says that Hex's market cap is $8 billion. Okay. And just above it is something with $100 million. So explain that math to me, dog. Explain that.
Where do you see the 8 billion?
He has mouse over
7.9. Got it.
That's 8 billion. And then you scroll up and there's something with 100 million. Well, explain to me that difference, how that works. How is number 201 ranked lower than number 200, but its market cap is 70 times higher?
Are they doing like an average?
It's scumbag. No, they're being scumbags. They manually put us on the third page on purpose. They're scumbags.
So people can see it.
So if we go to the top?
Yeah. So if you see...
If you solve for market cap.
Yeah, so
right?
7 billion would stick us at number...
So if you just solve for market cap.
It would be at like number 14, I think. We would be number 14. Using their own numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're scumbags. So you're like...
No, cancel that.
Terrible.
Just hit market cap at the top, and then it'll.
So what site do you look at for this?
I think that if you're looking
going.
at one of these sites, you're looking to get wrecked. This is where you go find scams to get wrecked on. Like I'm not a fan of people.
So then where do
going to these
people
sites.
look for the right things?
Well, I mean, look, you bought someplace that sells it. That's the price you paid. And if you're gonna sell, if you're gonna take the other side of the transaction and get out of it, go to where you're gonna sell, and that's the price that you're actually gonna get. Like what matters isn't what these things say. It matters is what you actually can buy and sell for.
Got it.
Right.
So I can go if you want me to go to the top 10. I can do it.
Yeah, let's go to the top 10.
No.
So you might have to get out of solving for market cap. Why
And
aren't
by
they
the way-
solving for market cap at the top anyway?
By the way,
It's
this
really
is
suspect. Sorry, it's really suspect. I am clicking market cap, and I may be using the website wrong.
they're
but
not. They're just
they're
literally
not.
manually scumbagging.
Or you can
it.
just go by
filtering.
price. Okay, so all right. So
Going by
Bitcoin
market
number
cap,
1,
yeah.
Ethereum number 2. Then you got Tether. Thoughts on Tether?
Well, I mean,
We don't need to do a whole assertion. Just quick,
yeah, sure.
you know.
Well, of all the stable coins, I don't like that one because there's too much risk in it. You just don't. It's all offshore, right? So USDC is all onshore. If you have to sue somebody, you can. Tether's all offshore. If you have to sue somebody, good luck. And so I'd rather have counterparties that are easier to sue if I need to. So I prefer USDC to Tether. I prefer DAI to either of them. DAI is like backed by Ethereum. Well, it's also kind of 60% backed by USDC, unfortunately. But they're thinking about changing that. We recently had like some government crackdowns on crypto.
What number
stuff.
are you on right now?
13. Die.
Okay.
13.
By the way, so all right, just rounding up the top 10. Binance, XRP, is that Ripple? Cardano, Solana, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Shiba Inu. How the fuck is Dogecoin still in the top 10?
Yeah.
The world's richest guy shills it occasionally.
You're saying Elon is still protecting Dogecoin.
No,
But he's the
I
reason
mean,
that it kind of got wrecked after he went on SNL. Remember? He's like, yeah, it's a hustle.
but like, okay, here's what's up with crypto, man. If you look at the dumps only, you're going to be left behind and cry because like Bitcoin dumped 85%. And then it did it again, and then it did it again, and then it did it again. And after all those 85% dumps, it was up 690 million percent. Because when you run up 100x and then you dump 90%, it only cancels out 10x. So when Hex goes up 10,000x and then dumps 90%, we're still up 1,000x.
Yeah.
Literally, right now we're up.
It's the roller coaster effect.
Yeah, but
what goes up must come down. But basically, you're saying,
gotta
hey
look at
guys,
both
heads up,
sides.
things are going down.
even after Doge dumped like hell, it's still up massive when you bought earlier.
Correct.
So like
Depending on when you bought it.
Exactly. You have to look. That's why charts are great. The people that bought here made a lot. The people that bought here lost a lot. But in general, you're still up. Like very few people are down on Doge unless they bought recently.
Do you advocate just dollar cost average just across the board?
I mean, when you have the best performing asset class, then by and large only goes up and to the right. I mean, you do get these 85% dips, but I think that I go in hard and early. There's a 90% dip right now in Hex. I put my best friends, I'm like, you should go in.
Now's the time.
Not a financial advisor, do your own research, etc. But my best friends, I said, hey man, they were like, Richard, we missed this the first time. I'm not going to miss it again.
Yeah.
And so when they had the opportunity, 90% dip to get in.